What is up, you guys? How are you all doing out there? I hope you are doing super, super, super awesome well. I'm Ashley with AHM Artistry, and I have been on the hunt for like my perfect, like my skin but better type of makeup situation, kind of like a lit from within type of moment. And I'm always grabbing like BB creams and tinted moisturizers and stuff, and they're always failing me. They're always letting me down for some reason or another. And I think I finally found my favorite routine, my favorite situation that just makes me feel just fresh and summery and nice and not too dewy where I look oily, but just it's the perfect balance. So I'm gonna be sharing with you guys that routine today and what I've been really enjoying. I am gonna be using the Tarte Rainforest of the Sea foundation today for this look because I just think that it just melts so beautifully into the skin. You'll see for yourself how I like to use it now, and we're gonna be playing around with that because I've been testing out this foundation in multiple different ways, and I think I found my holy grail type of makeup, no makeup look. I mean, you can tell I have makeup, but I just feel fresh. I feel dewy. I feel like my skin but better. And in the summer especially, I want that. I want something quick and on the go. I don't always like full coverage when it's like 90 degrees outside. So here we are. If you guys want to see all that, and if that all sounds good and dandy to you, then you're in the right place. All you really need to do now is sit back, hang tight, and keep on watching. Alright, so first things first, of course, with any foundation routine, I think personally, but especially if you want to have that soft, supple skin, and make sure you do your skincare routine full through and through. I use the Jan Marini skincare system. I have a couple videos up of it, so I'm not going to show it today. I already did it, and I like to do it at least like 15 minutes before I do my makeup. That way it has a chance to like absorb in and everything. And I'm just going to put my hair back so I don't get the foundation roots. Now we're going to start working on my complexion and my base, kind of evening out my skin tone, but trying to keep it as natural and fresh as I can. So I use this foundation, the Tarte Rainforest of the Sea foundation, when I did that full face to Tarte video a couple weeks ago, and I used it and I liked it a lot more than I did the first time. But some of you guys in the comments mentioned try it without a primer and see how you like it, and I really enjoyed it that way. But I did try it one step further and I liked it even more. So what I'm going to do today is I'm going to prep my skin with the Tarte Stay Spray. This spray, I've been using it for a week or so now. You know, I have a couple videos using it, and it seems very nice. I'm just gonna spray my face with it just as like a nice refresher, kind of amp up, and it just helped the foundation to just kind of stick a tiny bit better, but not like move around or change the finish or anything. I'm really enjoying this spray a lot. I have the whole video where we test if it's sweat proof and waterproof and everything, so I'm not talking about that right now, but just like as a finisher spray, as a prepping spray, this is working wonders. I'm really enjoying that. So let that dry for a second, and then I have a little bit of discoloration on my cheeks that no matter what foundation I use, it tends to look a little bit muddy if I don't conceal before. So I'm gonna use my Magic Star concealer from Jeffree Star and just conceal my cheeks, and this just helps me personally to just look a little more evened out and a little more fresh. So just for this one, I'm going to be using a brush because I want to kind of keep a little bit of that coverage. If you already have even complexion, then obviously you will not have to worry about this step and you can skip to foundation. But if you have any kind of discoloration or issues that you want to cover up, you can try to conceal a little bit before. Kind of experiment with that, you know. All right, and now I'm gonna go in with the Tarte Rainforest of the Sea foundation. I'm just gonna take a little bit of that and put it on the back of my hand. Actually, I use a little more than that. Come on, let's be real. So it is very like liquidy. I'm gonna take my beauty sponge now and I'm gonna spray it with that Tarte Stay Spray. It just blended so beautifully, so nice. I just loved it. So just a little spritz, kind of mixes really well with this foundation. I'm gonna take it with the big side of my sponge and I'm just gonna pat it onto the skin. Zoom you guys in really quick so you can see. So this is without, well, this is just the concealer side, and then this is with everything. It just looks really natural and glowy. Like I still have some of my freckles coming through. It's not like perfect, flat, matte, full coverage foundation. It's just very skin-like. So I'm really enjoying this finish, especially for like a quick on-the-go look. It's just been wonderful. And great for summer where it's like, I don't have to feel like I'm gonna melt away and like my makeup's gonna move or anything. Now, if you wanna keep it more on on the full coverage if you have this foundation. I did use it one day with the same steps, except I used a brush instead of a sponge, and it kept it more of like a medium to full coverage. Not full, but like, you know, like medium plus a step up. And I just used more concealer, and I used the concealers afterwards with a brush, and that helped it maintain really full, and it still looked really nice. But for more natural look, I think the sponge is the way to go personally, because it just absorbed into my skin much nicer instead of sitting on top. It just looks like my skin, but better, like they say. Now I'm gonna go in with a little itty bitty bit of concealer and try not to overdo it because we wanna look very just fresh and natural, but this concealer is lighter than my skin tone, so it'll just help me look a little more awake. And I'm gonna take it onto the eyelids too, because I wanna cancel out any kind of, you know, pigmentation that I have so it's not distracting. I also have a little bit of pink staining from the Jeffree Star Jawbreaker palette that I'm playing with right now. And take a little here, a little highlight right there. Now, normally I would blend this out with a brush, but not for this look in the situation that I like to do. I'm gonna spray my sponge again with that Stay Spray. Oh, it smells like cucumber and just heaven. Oh my goodness, I love it. And then I'm gonna blend out with this. This will help kind of dilute the concealer a little bit so it's not so intense, and it just melts into this foundation so much better. I think any setting spray that talks more about being hydrating or dewy that isn't like a full matte will be nice. I've seen some people use that Anastasia Beverly Hills Dewy set. I wouldn't use my Catrice one because my Catrice one is more like a lock and stay. This one is very flexible, very nice. And you guys, you know what I love about this setting spray that I didn't mention, and like I realized after filming that video, I love that this doesn't change my finish of whatever foundation I'm using. It doesn't make it dewy, it doesn't make it matte, it just keeps whatever finish that I have. This does that. I love that. And yet it sets it, it melts it into my skin, and it just makes it look really nice. So that's what I love. I've used so many setting sprays before that instantly when I put it on, my foundation separates and gets weird. I hate that. And I don't like when it gets too matte. I mean, I like dewy ones, but this is really cool because sometimes I really like the finish of my foundation. I don't want it to change, so this doesn't change it. Let's give it another little spritz. If you feel like you need a spritz throughout using the sponge, totally do, because you know, it kind of absorbs as you're patting it out. I'm gonna spray again. Okay, we're gonna use this a couple more times. This is like the shining star of the video, I think. So I'm gonna use this spray right now to set the products and stuff again, and then I'm gonna very, very, very lightly powder. Just like a puzzle piece, like everything just like melts and connects together with this spray, like when I do the layering of it. It's so nice. Yeah, everything's looking so just fresh and awake, but I have that glow, but it's not glittery or anything like that. Now I'm gonna go in with my Hourglass Translucent Veil setting powder, and I'm just gonna very, very lightly set with this brush. Where is it? Where did you come from? Where did you go? Where did you come from, Cotton Eye Joe? There it is. Literally in front of my face. Okay, this is the brush from BH Cosmetics. It's just like a kind of medium density flat powder brush. I'm gonna tap off a lot of the powder. I'm gonna do the T-zone, just tapping it on, not smushing around, just lightly press and down the nose. Just helps with the wear time a little bit better. I'm gonna take a little bit of a smaller brush and go right underneath the eyes with that. If I don't set my eyes, my concealer rolls. It does. It's just what happens. Not the concealer's fault. It's just a normal, natural part of the human eyeball. Now, before I move on to my bronzer and everything, I want to set my eye area since I already laid down the concealer and canceled out any kind of underlying pigment. I'm going to take just a shade that matches my skin tone right there. You don't have to use this one, but if you have it and you're around my skin tone, I love it. This I got in that Tarte Beauty bag as well. This is the Glam on the Go eyeshadow palette, and this shade right here is so creamy, so buttery, and I love it for my eye area. Just a tiny, tiny bit lighter, so it just helps get that kind of awake look that I was talking about, and this sets my concealer really nicely. I'm gonna go in now with my Physicians Formula. Sorry, this is from last year, but they have some regular year-round shades in here. This is the Butter Collection from Physicians Formula. I'm gonna go in with the bronzer shade in Deep. Bring some color back in. Right on the forehead, nice sun-kissed vibe. For blush, I'm gonna go in with Anastasia Beverly Hills Pink Passion, just because I want a little fresh and awake look. I'm gonna dip into these two shades right here. If I had a nice cream blush stick, I would have done that like before I powdered and everything, but I don't have any right now. I wanna get the ColourPop ones, but I just like, I was gonna order them and I got kind of overwhelmed with the shades. It's hard when you don't see them in person. Some looked like they barely showed up at all and some looked too pigmented. So I kind of got overwhelmed and then ended up not ordering them. So let me know if you've tried any of those new ColourPop blush sticks or the highlighting sticks, what you think of them. So I'm just gonna do about that much. Now highlight, I am not gonna be shy about. You can be shy about it if you want. I'm not gonna be shy though. No, no, no. I'm gonna go in with my Physicians Formula Butter Highlighter in Full Moon because these ones have like a kind of wet almost consistency and they just glisten and gloss, baby. They are so pretty, so nice. Of course, if you want to keep it really natural, maybe don't go with this highlighter. Do what you want to do, baby. On the nosy poo. I'm gonna take a little on the chin and a little right here too, just to make sure I get that kind of glisteny look. Not full on glassy skin, but a little bit, a little bit. Okay, that is so pretty. Okay, another spray, last and final spray of the Tarte Stay Spray. I'm gonna go through this bottle so fast, I feel like, because I spray so much of it. I just love it so much and it never ruins my vibe. Oh, that's how the skin's looking so far. I am loving it. I don't feel it. It looks breathable. It feels breathable, but I still feel put together. So I'm gonna go ahead and do my eyebrows really quickly and then we're gonna just do a very light liner lash situation together and the lips and we'll be done, baby. So I'll be back in 0.2 seconds and I know that because I edit this. So brows are on. Now I'm gonna line my upper waterline with the Marc Jacobs, what is this? Not fly liner, high liner. This is just the black one. Use whatever you want. If you want to do this, this will just help my lashes look a little bit fuller. And then I'm gonna do a little itty bitty tiny bit of a liquid liner on the top. You don't have to do this, of course. I just like to because my eyes droop a tiny itty bitty bit on the corners and I feel like when I bring up my liquid liner a little bit on the sides, it just kind of lifts my eyes a little tiny bit. But I don't always, sometimes I skip this step. It just depends how in a rush I am and everything. By the way, this is the Tarte Man-Eater liquid liner and I just love it. Both those liners stay put and do not budge, which is so nice. And for mascara, I'm gonna go in with the Kush mascara from Milk Makeup. I feel like this mascara just makes my lashes look really fluttery and fanny and lightweight and not clumpy or anything. And it's just great because it does it really fast too. Already curled my lashes too, by the way. I have to curl my lashes, have to. Now I'm gonna pop a little tiny bit of highlight in the inner corner and I would have done this earlier, but I forgot, but it's good to do this when you already have your highlighter out so you don't have to go back and forth in products, but just to brighten up the inner corner, babe. Brighten it up. Nice. Okay, now I'm gonna go in with Lippy. I'm going in with the Milani Nude Lip Liner just to lightly line my lips, just to create a little definition. And this nude shade is like almost the color of my natural pigments, which is fantastic. I always wanna talk when I'm doing this stuff and it's like, I need to not because my mouth is moving and I'm like trying to move it, but for lipstick, I'm gonna go in with the ColourPop. This is the Ariel lipstick. I keep it in the package because it's so cute. How could I not? Love this princess collection. I'll pop it really quickly on in there. This one's more of a corally shade, but I'm gonna neutralize it a little bit. I need to get some more of those ColourPop nude lippies because they are so creamy, so nice. I'm gonna nude this one out a little bit. I don't want it to be too coral, but I did this combo the other day and I loved it. This is the Beach Cosmetic Liquid Lippy in Natalie. And I'm just gonna pat these together. I know it's super annoying when we like mix a whole bunch of lips together, but this is just what I would do. This is what I've been doing, and this is what I like. And then I'm gonna pop the Milani Keep It Full Lippy on that. Just glossy. Nice, summery fresh. I like that it still has that coral undertone for summer. Really nice, really good. And that gloss just screams summer. Gloss and summer to me just go hand in hand, baby. Okay, I'm gonna go do my hair really quickly and then I'm gonna show you guys the finished look, which is pretty much this, just my hair's not done. All right, you guys, here is the finished look, all done up. I'm thinking very glowy, very dewy, very fresh. Not too dewy though. Like I don't feel like I look sweaty or anything. I just feel like I look very glowy, very lit from within, so they say. So let me know how you were liking that down below. And if you have any tips and tricks or if there are any steps that you like to do to get that fresh, glowy, summery skin, just like kind of your skin, but better, because we are a community here and sharing is caring. We all like to talk and discuss in the comment section. If you are new to my channel, you just stumbled upon my face for the first time, well, hey, what's up? How you doing? How's it going? I'm Ashley, and I would love it if you would consider going down and hitting that red subscribe button. That way you get notified when I post new videos, which is at least 3 times a week. And I do everything from natural, simple makeup, easy on the go, to full on crazy pigmented glam makeup. I like it all. I'm just like, you know, I just like it all. I can't narrow down one specific vibe, one specific look, because I want it all. I want the whole world. That's me. That's me, baby. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching out there, and I hope that every single one of you have a great, freaking awesome, wonderful, glowy day.